Ooh, we are back. We are back. Episode six of the Deuce Almighty Road to Pro series. Oh, there's no, you can't see it. Deuce Almighty, Deuce Almighty Road to Pro series. Um, and this fight week, 6 days out from knocking some dude out, which is pretty cool. Um, But yeah, I honestly was not gonna do this episode. Not really in the mood to talk for, really not in the mood to talk at all. Um, but yeah, just got back from being in the wilderness with a couple of the homies for about a day. Um, and yeah, got to really lock in. Um, I have my first pro fight in 6 days. 6 days. It's real. It's not getting real. It's real. Um, and I'm prepared. I'm prepared. My body's I'm the strongest I've ever been, fastest I've ever been. Um, I'm pretty heavy right now. For me, pretty heavy right now. Um, and yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to just kind of get this week over with and fucking fight so I could just relax and not have to think about this shit. Um, it's a daunting task, a daunting thing that we do. I'm gonna change the camera, move it up a little bit. But um, yeah, it wears on you mentally. This fighting shit, especially when you understand that uh you might not live after that fight. It's not boxing, so the amount of deaths in Muay Thai aren't as high. But for real, it's a real thing. It's a real chance, a real opportunity. Um, and just trying to keep that in the back of my mind at all times when it comes to this game. At all times. And yeah, it's been a lot of just mindset stuff over the last day or so. Talking just, I actually got this book from one of my homies, one of my clients as well. Uh, Muay Thai, The Warrior's Guide to Tradition and Its Spiritual Heart. And I've been diving into this. I've had it for all of, damn, bro, this motherfucker don't, yeah. I've had it for all of, since Thursday. It's Sunday right now. And I've just been looking at the chapters and then going to a chapter that I like, and then just kind of like building from there. It's everything that has to do with Muay Thai, the spiritual aspect, the physical aspect, Muay Baran, which is how Muay Thai started. And Muay Baran what dates back to like what the 1400s, 1400s or 1600s. I think 1600s in the Atuyaya, I don't know how to pronounce these names. Ataya Dynasty or Ataya the city. Reminder that I'm still new to like the reading Thai words. Super new, as in 2 or 3 days. So I'm not really abreast. But yeah, this will be the book that you see me reading uh, for I don't know how long, for the next infinite days and hours and months and years, especially until I go to Thailand and I actually like learn these things that this book is teaching me. The book that most people will ever see me with is With Winning in Mind by Lanny Basham. And that's really just on the mindset of a winner. Um, and Lenny Basham was a Olympic shooter. I think he shot. Well, I think you can only shoot rifles. No, you can shoot pistols now. All right, so he was an Olympic shooter with the rifle, and grew up not being athletic. Like was pretty much terrible at anything that was a sport, especially with a ball. And then he started shooting, and he was bad, but he wasn't ass. And he was like, shit, I think I kind of like this. And then him and his dad pretty much dedicated like the rest of whatever to shooting. And he has like the seven. Let me go on my actual book. This is the first time I've seen my fighting book in almost a year. Uh, I took it with me when I went on like my solo hiking trip, but I usually only pull it out when it's time to fight. It has all of my intentions for every fight, other than maybe my first one or two. I could actually just check. That's the best thing about documenting your fucking come up. You could just check shit, and look how often, how many times I've written my signature. It's in 2021, 20, yeah. Look how different it is. And then in this book, it's much shorter. The book that I just got, it's like the first thing I do when I get a book. I date it and I write my signature infinite amounts of times. I've been doing that for a very long time. I want to say since I was a sophomore, since I was a freshman. I want to say if I was a freshman. I've been doing that. So 2012, 2013, maybe 2013. And yeah, I've had my intentions for starting my fifth fight. Edwin Diaz. That gotta be my fifth fight, no? First fight was Landon. Second fight was Noah. Third fight was Takahide. Fourth fight was... It may have been fourth fight. Edwin Diaz. And that's October of 2021. And this is pretty much when I got into writing my intentions for fights and writing my intentions for trainings. So I even have like just me writing my intentions every sparring session, right before every sparring session. But so from fight 4 or 5 to this will be my 18th fight, I have all of my intentions for every fight. And I could go down the list, but really I want to kind of just talk about the ones that I care about. The 2 I've lost. One was in a 4-man tournament, so like I don't think I had intentions for it because it was a lottery pick. So we all drew balls, and like the 2 that had the same color or whatever fought each other. Also, I have notes from seminars that I've been to in this book as well. Yeah, this is literally what I do on fight week. I just go through my intentions, my past fights, if I've actually achieved these things, and if I have not. It's really, again, all mindset stuff when it comes to fight week. And I just saw the reason why I even put these books over here is because I definitely wanted to talk about them, writing intentions and what it's like on fight week. As you can tell, I'm not really happy-go-lucky and fucking trying to really like, I don't know, I don't have much emotion, and that's just a fight week thing. I'm ready to do violence to someone I don't really care about, and you got to be in a certain mind space for that. And I'm there. Last night did it for me. Just kind of like I felt everything switched, and then so my new place, I don't have a bathtub. It's just a shower. And since I was in high school, I would always take a bath the Sunday before a competition or the day of the competition. And unable to take baths. I typically, even recently, I take them every Sunday until I moved here. And it's kind of like getting me a little bit out of my zone, but I took a bath today. We were in a cabin out in Cherokee, near the reservation. And yeah, it like kind of like it locked me in. You know, I got a playlist called For My Soul, and that's pretty much my slow paced. You know, if I need my heart rate down and just like my thoughts where they're supposed to be, that's what I'm listening to. That's what I have going. if I need to keep everything calm and collected. And that today and then last night, just being able to be outdoors, no shoes on. Whenever I'm out, I already wear slides 24/7 ever since I started doing martial arts. I never wear socks anymore. I never really wear shoes. My feet have changed a bunch. If you play basketball, you play football, you play anything that wears like a athletic shoe, your toes are like kind of crunched up. But ever since I started fighting, they're completely flat now. They even are starting to have space in between them. And it's only been 6 years since I've been doing this, so like to see that physically change on my feet is insane. Um, but yeah, last night I was with two of the homies, and we was just relaxing and honing in on the thoughts and on the game and talking about the game, um, and just what are our intentions for this fight, for these fights, and just really getting our minds set on what we're about to embark on. One of my homies, this will be his first time fighting on a big show. Uh, the homie Jag, he's defending his Southeast title, which is that title right there. He has the blue version, the kickboxing version. I had the Muay Thai, and he's turning his Southeast title into a world title. Well, I'll say U.S. title. Because he's fighting a dude from Michigan, and we're in North Carolina. And then I'm making my fucking pro debut fighting a dude that's Ghanaian. So from Ghana, I don't know if he was born in Ghana or not, but I don't know where he trains. I feel like he trains in like Colorado or something like that. Um, and yeah, just really getting into the mindset. And then this past week, I started really watching film on my opponent. I typically, I used to when I first got into it, I would watch a lot of film on my opponents if they had it. But I realized that we change so much so fast, especially in the amateurs. You're a completely different person every single time you fight. Uh, and you don't want to get caught up in looking at someone's habits that may not be there anymore. You don't want to be game planning for something that doesn't really exist. Uh, but at this point, you can kind of tell. And I just don't want to spend 8 to 10 weeks looking at something that may not actually exist. So it's been just getting better as a martial artist, making my legs stronger, running more, um, doing some old school boxing techniques, the road work and um, really holistic things. Just trying to make sure my mind is right, my body's right. Um, and we're that's pretty much it. I watch a lot of boxing as well, so stealing a lot of stuff from Boots Ennis, any great southpaw. But Boots Ennis recently, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson. Those boxers are like the elites, uh, elite southpaws. Anyway, just seeing relentlessness and great technique and great defense. I mean, of course, I can watch Muay Thai, but it's grown to be such an ugly looking sport. Uh, Especially with one championship, they're all wearing small gloves, and it's really all about how hard you can hit somebody. And it's just it's noisy. It's not that really pristine technique and cleanliness. Uh, and alongside with that, Muay Thai is still growing, so there aren't as many or any really highlight videos or breakdowns of Muay Thai fighters. Um, so it's really hard to get that. I don't know, get the technique and the expertise that I'm looking for. So boxing, I just have to remember, don't duck your head too low. It's gonna knee you in the fucking face. Um, you can't be throwing some of those strikes. We actually can clinch, so like just holding somebody for 5 seconds and waiting for the ref does not save you in Muay Thai. Um, so yeah, just getting the mindset and the eyes and everything ready, my body, and I'm talking about all that in like the aspect of studying film. Everything is going to go back to like mind, body, soul, mind, body, soul. So like, even though I say it 100 times in a fucking podcast, I'm just referring to that specific thing that we're talking about and what it does for me. But yeah, I'm just studying the last week or two. The last fucking 6, 8, 10 weeks, I've just been working, getting stronger, and then every week just like kind of tweaking certain things. And then for the last year, because I think it'll be about 364 days since I fought. When I stepped into the ring, I think I fought November 16th of last year. I'm actually just gonna check. That way I know. Um, yeah, 11/16/2024, and that's when I fought Ozan. Damn, that's when I fought Ozan Gunez for this title here. And that title I fucking worked so hard for. When I got into fighting on the Southeast shows, which is what it originally started as. Southeast striking or Southeast Muay Thai or Southeast kickboxing. I started off at Southeast kickboxing, and I fucking got head kicked and I lost that. That's on YouTube. You can go watch it. Um, and then the fight after that, I fought a dude, Colin Versal, in kickboxing, and I lost that fight as well. And then I decided I was not just gonna fucking I wasn't gonna fight these dudes. Like, I was just gonna maul them. I was gonna stop trying to play everyone else's game. I decided I was just gonna start trying to knock people the fuck out. Um, and that's honestly what I started doing, and that changed everything for me. I went from like, oh, like he's really fast, he's really this, he's really that, to like, people being afraid of me. And since then, I don't know. Again, everything changed. And I just started thinking about myself different. And that goes with this, with Winning in Mind book as well. I just took a lot of time a few years ago to really grow my mindset. Um, and that book was a big help with Winning in Mind. And it has the 7 principles of mental management. And I'll just read them since no one will ever know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I hate that. Um, I wrote it all down in my notebook. That way I have them. But I wrote these for Scotland so I could read them instead of always having to carry the book around. Even though I carry the book around anyways, probably won't as much now that I have the 7 principles of mental management here. Principle number 1: your conscious mind can only concentrate on one thing at a time. So if you are picturing something positive, then it is impossible to at the same time picture something negative. And just remembering that you can't be thinking, oh, I'm a bitch, and then think that you're gonna win. Like, it's not possible. Number 2, what you say is not important. What you cause yourself or others to picture is crucial. Give yourself commands in a positive way. What others picture as a result of hearing you speak is crucial to proper understanding. Number 3, the subconscious mind is the source of all mental power. You must allow the subconscious to do the work. Trust in your ability and let it flow. Number 4, the self-image moves you to do whatever the conscious mind is picturing. Being positive is our only hope. Positive pictures demand positive results from the subconscious. Number 5, Self-image and performance are always equal. Again, self-image and performance are always equal. To change your performance, you must first change your self-image. Your self-image is like the throttle of a submarine. It controls the speed and the distance you travel. Number 6, that one's important. Number 5 is fucking important. What you think about yourself is what will happen. So if you think that you're the fucking greatest of all time, and I do believe that, then it will show. Number 6, you can replace the self-image you have with the self-image you want, thereby permanently changing your performance. If you can control the picture, you can control the performance. Our conscious picture is formed from what you think about, talk about, and write about. Number 7, the last principle. The principle of reinforcement. The more we think about, talk about, and write about something happening, the more we improve the probability of that thing happening. Alright? Fill your thoughts only with your best performances, and you could not help but be successful. And I got this book, like, those are the 7 principles of mental management. But I got this book in, that's either a 9 or is that a 6? Either, oh my god, nah, 9 or 4. I got it in 2021. Let's just say that. I got this book in 2021. And again, look how different that signature is. That signature. This one is from last year on the one that has the most. So this one is from last year. The others from 2021. And then my signature now is a whole lot shorter. Went from Deuce Carter to Deuce Almighty full time. And again, it's the mental picture. It's the what I think about myself, my self-image. I don't believe that I'm like everybody else. Therefore, I'm not like everybody else, and that has changed everything. And of course, having self-confidence and all that shit, like, it helps you, but there's nothing that you can refer to when you don't have a system. And this system has, like, systemized my winning, systemized my thought processes, and it's been crucial to my success. And that's why you see the way I speak about myself. That's why you see the way I do whatever, whatever. Those 7 principles matter. And they matter to me. Maybe they don't matter to you, but if me and you saw each other, you'd see the difference between us. Yeah. I don't really know what I want. I didn't really want to talk about this episode at all, but or do this thing, but I felt obligated to the people that actually watch and the people that actually care about my journey, to kind of let you see me and hear me the week of the fight. And yeah, this is the guy. I'm not the kid everybody grew up with anymore. I've always been very serious, but this thing is not a joke that we do. This thing is not pretty that we do. And it's changed everything for me. I don't take this shit lightly. I don't take this shit lightly at all. But I want to kind of talk about some of these fights. Really, mostly this fight with Ozan Gunez. Only because it's probably my most notable fight. It was for a title that took me 3 or 4 years to get. I got it in 2024. I took my first two losses in this promotion, and they were, yeah, and I was like on a tear. I was 8-0, 8-0-1. So I had like 9 fights, never lost, and then I get there and fucking I lose multiple times in a row, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up bad. And right now I'm just going through my notebook so I can see when I started fighting for them. That's June 2022, July 2022. Okay, so I started fighting for them in 2022. At the end of 2022, I want to say November. I actually don't have any intentions for this fight. I guess because it was a 4-man tournament, and I probably didn't want to psych myself out by writing intentions for someone that I didn't know who I was going to fight. I also had a lot of mental shit at that time. Now that I'm thinking about it, uh, I fought Cameron Burton, and he had the titles from Georgia. He had like the NFC belt from Georgia, like Muay Thai and kickboxing. Uh, and we fought in a 4-man tournament at 132, which is heavier, which is what exactly I weigh. I weigh 132 pounds. So like me fight like I've been fighting these big ass dudes forever, bro. Um, but walking in, no weight cut, no none of that shit, and that fight kind of fucked me up because that fight camp, I had two separate people that don't even fight anymore. One of them used to fight, and then he stopped, and then the other never fought, and he was just a guy in my gym. But I had two separate people telling me, yo, like, cause I talk shit, especially when I'm sparring and having fun. Whenever I get in my zone, I'm gonna start talking trash, just because it's like it makes me feel good. But they both said you only talk when you're winning, you only talk when you're up, and like that kind of fucked with me. And really, I think that I talk when I feel comfortable, and that just so happens that nobody can fuck with me when I'm comfortable. So, my bad. I keep looking at this fucking flag flying super crazy style, but yeah, and it really messed with me. So I was like, I'm gonna prove them wrong. Like I'm gonna talk shit like in the first round before anyone says anything, and I fucking that's like, man, don't do shit your spirit don't tell you to do. And I paid for it. I paid for it with a kick to my fucking head in front of hundreds of people. Um, it's like my most watched fight on YouTube. Like I paid for that shit. Took my first loss. Was embarrassed. Not really embarrassed because I lost, but just embarrassed because I talked and then within 10 seconds, like you can count it, within 10 seconds I got head kicked. Just tell him, yo, you weak, bro. And then within 10 seconds, I got kicked in the fucking head. Um, but yeah, like I let two people get in my fucking head. Um, and I also had a premonition, earlier that week. I want to say like Wednesday that week, uh, that I had like deja vu of getting back up off the ground. And I was like, wow, wow. I had a dream about this a few days ago. Um, so like, yeah, man, that shit really got to me, but I seen it coming. And then on top of that, that's like the only fight I had ever brought clothes with me in case I lost. I brought like an outfit in case I won and then an outfit in case I lost. Like I wasn't all there, man. I wasn't all there. Uh and yeah, I paid for listening to other people. Two separate people telling me, yo, you only talk when you're up. So talking before I needed to, and then fucking getting head kicked, and then like seeing it the week of, like in a dream, and then being so fucked up in my head that I brought clothes in case I lost. Like, and then now looking at this book, I don't even have intentions for that fight. I don't have intentions for that 4-man tournament at all. Like, completely skipped over it. Like, that is not like me. And now, like, I have a mantra, just like, when I'm myself, I'm the best in the world, and I'm always myself. Um, and I just can't believe that I actually didn't write intention for that fight, which is wild. Like, I was really not who I am. Um, and that's incredible. And that's why you document everything. Uh, but yeah, I lost that fight in the 4-man against Cameron Burton, and then I had a fight against Colin Versall February 25th of 2023. And I wrote these intentions on February 17th. I wanted to use my jab, my double jab. I wanted to keep my shoulders. I wanted to put my shoulders on my chin on all my strikes, just making sure my hands are up and I'm throwing like with good technique. Combo, defend, combo, leg kick. So throw a combo, defend his combo, come back with the combo, and then finish with the leg kick. Be annoying, use my leg kicks. Uh, One with the two to the body, so jab cross with the two to the body. Throw my cross off of the center line. I'm too fast, I'm too physical, I'm too violent. And I got that from football in 8th grade when I played for Smyrna. Too fast, too physical. Or fast and physical, fast and physical. That's what we used to say. But I added too fast, too physical, too violent. Um, I wanted to use every strike in the strike tree. I think that's like the first fight I hit someone with a flying knee. And I think that's the first fight I hit someone with a flying teep as well. Um, Double teeps. What the fuck does that mean? I ain't never thrown double teeps in my life. Use fakes and feints. Olay and leg kick. 2-3 low, so cross hook low. Rear straight lead hook. Rear leg kick. And then crack back, so if he hits me, hit him right back without like moving. Uh, See yourself hit him and keep your eyes open. Uh, and I don't. I feel like I did all of these, but I lost the fight. So like I feel like I won the fight, but I lost the fight. When they raised the hand, it wasn't mine. And it was kickboxing rules, so like kickboxing rules are all based off of who hits who more, or who's the most active. But yeah, I took 2 L's in a row, um, and it really fucked me up. So I went from having like half a page of intentions for Colin Versall to a third of the page for Josh Otero, which ended up being 6 months later at SKC4. My intentions are see everything, keep your eyes open, use your fake jab, hit hard and hit often, knock him out, knock him out in all caps, check everything, be fast and physical. 2-1-2, so cross jab cross, wow, and 1-2-1 jab cross jab. Smother him in pocket box, arm block and return with 2 punches and a kick, and throw my double taps. And I feel like I did these. This fight, like again, after the last two, losing to Cameron Burton and then losing to Colin Versall, both in kickboxing. I just told myself that I wasn't gonna be in any more close fights. I was just gonna start knocking people the fuck out, and I can see it here. Going from all of these are just techniques. against Colin. It's all techniques, and other than too fast, too physical, too violent. But that's in every single one of my things. Um, this one was hit hard and hit him often, knock him out just in a regular, uppercase, lowercase, and then knock him out in all caps with exclamation points. Um, Smother him in pocket box. Be fast and physical. And this fight is the fight that I have the video to Burning Desire, or 16s by Mike, which is on the album Burning Desire. It's the my Project Pantheon commercial as well. How long have you denied that burning desire? That's this fight. And how long have I denied that burning desire? Fucking too long, too long. And I know I'm looking down this whole pod, but like maybe y'all listen without watching, so I have no clue if you give a fuck. And then after that, it was on. I took what, damn near a year off? 2024. Okay, yeah, I took like 8 months off. Nah, I fought 6 months later. I fought Sebastian Quevedo, and that was an MMA fight. Yeah, I knocked that boy out. um, yeah, I didn't do none of this shit in this fight. Trust your skill. I did that. Use your eyes. Keep your eyes open. Crack back. Use your wrestling. I did not. Don't let him control anything. He controlled the whole first fucking 70 seconds. Front headlock series. So anacondas, darces, guillotines. I said darsaconda teens, which is the three put together. Check his kicks, bait the shot, take his fucking back. Did not do that. Trust your jab. Catch the kick and throw. And then crack backs with uppercuts. He really just wanted to wrestle and play jujitsu. I don't really do that. And this fight actually, I fucked my elbow up that he armbarred me with. It was fucked up until like the day before I fought in Scotland. So it was fucked up for like, I guess 3 months. 3 months? Yeah, 4 months. And then we had Scotland. Intentions for Worlds. When I'm myself, I'm the best fighter in the world. And I'm always myself. It is like me to use my jab. And you can even hear the differences of my intentions from those fights to this one. You can see that everything's changed. I have mantras now. I'm speaking to myself rather than putting things down. I'm using I statements. Making sure that I'm, what's that shit called, man? I'm manifesting and telling people what I want and telling myself what I want and what I'm doing and what I'm going to do. So when I'm myself, I'm the best fighter in the world, and I'm always myself. It's like me to use my jab. It's like me to keep my hands on my head. It's like me to eliminate everything that moves. I'm the most violent in the ring. I have fun when I compete. I turn my opponents into clinch. I use my eyes to find shots, setups, and defend. I smile. And I wrote these on the 21st. I guess I wrote the top half on the 21st, and then under that line I wrote them on the 24th of June, 2024. Oh, I must have went back. Wow. Okay. And then on fight day. Oh wait, do I have anything else in here? Nah. Yo, I had have fun, enjoy the performance, and I put X's through that shit. And then on I guess on fight day, or the day I was supposed to fight day one, and then I ended up fighting day two or day three. Um, I wrote, "Be yourself, use your eyes, teep, strike off the break, check everything," and then I signed it with 3-time world champ. Damn, bro, I do not be knowing what to do with this camera. Boom, and then I have my goal sheet that I wrote. What, a month after Helene hit? Oh, that probably fucked people's ears up. My bad. Um, but yeah. And then moving forward to the Ozan fight, which was the quintessential fight in my amateur career. It was the first time any of my friends had ever seen and came to see me fight. So Maul came up from Delaware, Jaren came up from Delaware. Shout out both of y'all. I think they're pulling up to this fight too, which is super fire. Um, so yeah, see, I having my friends in the audience was super crazy. My cousin, first time any of my family members ever seen me fight. So my cousin and his wife, yeah, his wife came to see me fight. Um, it might have been fiance at the time, but wife now. Um, but all of these years, all those fights that I just told y'all about, um, all of those fights to get to this belt that's in my home, like to get to that fucking belt. It took me 2 years, bruh. Like, fucking mad fights to get to this goal. And I was able to fucking attain it. I wrote these intentions the day before, the night before the fight, at like 1 in the morning. Teep, use your range with the jab and your movement. I am the champ. This motherfucker missed weight. And I put, these motherfuckers don't respect you. These motherfuckers don't respect you. Who misses weight for a title fight? Like, and that shit really fucked me up because, like, Helene hit, like, September 27th. I had no power till, like, October, like, the first week in October. We didn't have any power. I didn't have running water until around Thanksgiving. So, like, at this time, during this fight, I still had not had running water in my house. Like, couldn't shower really, couldn't fucking drink any water. We were getting like bottles of water from FEMA, like, and I'm malnourished. Like, I don't have like food really. We're like literally rationing food. Um, and I show up and this motherfucker miss weight after I'm going through all this shit. Like, and then they say he's sick. He was sick. He can't make the weight. He can't cut any more weight. I'm like, what? Bro, like my life is fucked up. This nigga was just sick. Like he was just sick, that was it. Like he had a cough. Like even if he was throwing up, make the weight. Like, and they gave him 12 hours to make the weight. We're supposed to make weight at 6 p.m. They gave him to like, now they gave him to like noon the next day. They gave him more than fucking 12 hours to make the weight. And that shit was bothering me. Um, my intentions were attack the body and the head will fall. Use your eyes. Break his face. Stay long. And then the day of the competition, I wrote, I am the champ. I am the champion. I am the champ. I pushed the pace, and today I become king. And then I rewrote them. Too fast, too physical, too violent. Attack the body, the head will fall. I use my eyes open. Today I become king. I'm the best in the world. Be yourself, check everything. I will finish Ozan Gunez. And I did all those things. And then this weekend, I get to do it all again. I'll see you guys in 6 days. That's episode 6 of Road to Pro series. Peace out. Love y'all. I'll see you motherfuckers at the top.